Hey family, it's been quite some time since I've released a podcast. So much has changed since my last one a few years ago. For starters, the most visible change is the name of the podcast. It went from trainer talk to morning motivation for the fit mind. Since my last episode, my life has drastically changed. Then 2020 happened and the entire world shut down. So, what have I been up to? Well, for starters, I had not one, but two car accidents on the highway within 3 months of each other. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. After a year of physical therapy, my entire mindset around fitness literally shifted. I no longer had to be the strongest person in the gym. Hell, I could barely complete full workouts. I stopped counting all those calories, stopped counting macros. I pretty much started intuitively eating and ate what gave me the most energy. And then, I treated myself more often than before. Shout out to cinnamon rolls. The accidents and recovery, they changed me and my mindset for sure. But what also changed was my perspective. I all of a sudden had to become the primary parent to my daughter over 80% of the time. Every move I made had to be intentional. Every job, every hustle, every client that I took on had to pay me enough and have specific hours so I could always be there for her when she needed me. I know. Everyone has different intentions for themselves when it comes to parenting if you're a parent. As for me, parenting is super hands-on. I love cooking. I cook almost every single day. If I don't cook, then I'm meal prepping. So still cooking. I love to spend every night going over homework or playing games, watching movies with my little one. My life has always revolved around my daughter since I first gave birth at 18. And I honestly didn't want that aspect of her life to change. So, after some time and a lot of hustling and no sleep, I sat my behind down one day and I reviewed all of my income. I looked at my debt, all the sources of income, and I developed strategic plans to create a business that replaced every side hustle's income, but it also needed to give me my most important commodity back, my time. I'm sitting before you today, recording this podcast, happy to say that I am officially side hustle free. Although I'm still scaling and developing my businesses, I have successfully outworked each and every hustle. I have my time back, I have the freedom and power to live life on my terms. I have the freedom to take my daughter to school every single day and actually be home when she arrives. I take care of my health and body without burning out, and I have time to travel. I know if you guys follow my Instagram, you've seen my pictures. I work from anywhere, and when I'm tired or burnt out, I can play hooky and take the entire day to myself. How do I do it? I promise you guys, it was not through an MLM, and it wasn't through day trading. Both of those, they're great sources of income, great community, if you put forth the effort. But it wasn't that. And it also wasn't from cheapening my rates and selling 1,000 programs every month. I mean, between you and me though, having 1,000 members on my Fit app would be amazing. But the answer is so much simpler than all of that and can be applied to any person, any career, or any position in life, including people who pursue the MLM and day trading routes.
This episode is brought to you by Google Gemini. With the Gemini app, you can talk live and have a real-time conversation with an AI assistant. It's great for all kinds of things, like if you want to practice for an upcoming interview, ask for advice on things to do in a new city, or brainstorm creative ideas. And by the way, this script was actually read by Gemini. Download the Gemini app for iOS and Android today. Must be 18 plus to use Gemini Live.
The answer? It's a mindset shift. I trained my mind to shift its perspective on every single situation, every perceived negative experience, every perceived loss, and every person I encountered. I created such a powerful mindset shift that I no longer needed to depend on a job. I no longer needed to have a side hustle or a person to pay my bills and to feed my daughter. It's been so powerful that I went from struggling with 4 side hustles to thriving with just my business. This podcast will be a compilation of self-affirming affirmations that I use daily in the gym and office. I'll also share some life lessons that have helped me along this journey, which will hopefully help you too. Throughout the years, fitness has helped me become physically fit. However, now the journey has led me to become mentally, emotionally, and thankfully financially fit. It is my hope and dream that this podcast can help you do and become the same. This is Morning Motivation for the Fit Mind by Ebony W. Go ahead, hit that subscribe and follow button to be notified of each new release. Share this podcast with anyone you might feel who might need to hear or repeat these words. And even though I will use female pronouns such as she and her, feel free to change them to best suit you. Follow me on Instagram at fit.ebony or train with me on the Fit app, available for download in all app stores. Let's go ahead and kick this season off with 30 days of affirmations.